I started my world sometime in quarantine 2020, which officially makes this the 6th year of my Minecraft world. I have plenty of projects lined up for this year, but first I kind of need to lay the foundation. So we're going to be doing a bunch of bits and bobs in today's video. And I also realized that it's been about 7 months since I last made a video in my world, despite me working on it still occasionally. So that means I have a bunch of stuff that I need to show you that is new, so that's fun. And I'm going to also be deleting this entire desert over here. But we haven't gotten there yet. Hi, my name is Will, and welcome to my Big Fun Dumb Survival. This is probably what you'd call a forever world. This is my forever world, but I usually don't like using that kind of verbiage for it, so welcome to my world. I hope everyone is doing well, and yeah, we're gonna play some Minecraft. Oh, the goons are out. Hi. Bye. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that I need to go around and show you guys. So I'm gonna grab my elytra and hit the road. I'm sorry, horse. I've honestly been riding horses a lot more recently, just because I like the ground view down here. I build these pathways for a reason, you know? But since I kind of want to get around and show you guys some stuff before we get building, I'm gonna fly around to make this quicker. I guess the first thing I can show is I've finally finished this back here. This is the tower I built in the last episode, I believe, and I built a little extension here to get up into said tower. Big design flaw. Didn't have a way up. There we go. Yeah, here is the build itself. I actually really like it. I think it has a very unique shape. If you go up here, it's kind of just a triangle. Yeah, I think it fits in nicely with everything else. And then before I sleep, I'll show you down here. I finished this wall, or more mountain, I guess. So yeah, now this is a really, really pretty view, and we're going to be extending out into this area at some point this year. In fact, I already have some plans over here, so we won't go too in-depth yet. And also, this little pathway is finished, and the bridge is very nice and cozy that goes up here. And of course, this is the Capitol building. We'll actually be working inside of here. There's a sneak peek, so I won't show you just yet what I've changed inside. I do need to sleep though, and since we're already over here and making our rounds, I need to show you this. This is inspired by some B-dubs stuff that he did last season on Hermitcraft, but it's just a way for me to farm some clay. It's kind of just always one of those resources that I need in my world, so I have some mud draining in here, and I believe this one doesn't have anything in it. Nope. But I've also updated this side of the mountain over here. I've done some custom terrain, and it goes inside to the giant hole that I've been working on. I hollowed out this entire mountain just to build a giant fake mountain around it, and I'm gonna put a storage system in here this year. We just haven't quite gotten there yet. I do have a little setup down here with just a bunch of resources and such. You can imagine that destroying 2 whole mountains, this is technically 2 mountains, I believe. You can imagine it gives you quite a bit of resources, and it does, so I have quite a bit going on over here. Coming around to this side of my world, I have this build. I built it in honor of a musician I really like, so, you know, long live Todd Snyder. It kind of just exists over here in this part of my world. I really like these pillars as well. I got to use the shelves because they had just come out, and I really like the shapeage of this going on over here. Let's see, I moved my sugarcane farm down next to it. Feels like viable enough information. I fixed my iron farm so it works again. And something that is going to help us in the future is I've changed the road over here. This giant pathway down here in this street used to house a pretty unusable minecart that didn't lead anywhere. It was pretty broken as well. So I decided to just completely rework this entire area. So I've textured the heck out of it, and I really like it. It extends past the Thriller Werecat and beyond, and hopefully it'll go even further than that. And you can't even see it. The railway, however, does still exist. It lives down here, or at least it will. We have a lot of digging to do. I do, however, know where it's going this time. So, pretty cool. And as far as stuff around my base, I think that's the only stuff. Oh yeah, and I added an extra layer onto the farm up here, but that's really kind of just boring. If we really want to get into the weeds, if we go past my base and back towards the ocean, I've done a lot of path work, kind of making this look better. I even built a house out here. It's gonna load in. There it is. Check it out. Pretty cool. Shelves had just come out, and I was fiddling around with them. It's meant to serve as both a stable and kind of like a farm shack. Hello, horse. I have a horsey and a way to open this up. pretty cool. And a bunch of land over here fenced in so that I can have a bunch of horses just kind of grazing. It's meant to be a spot where I can breed a bunch of horses, and I haven't really done it yet, but I will. But I do think that that now is everything that I've been up to. Obviously, I've been splitting my time between this and Stonevania, so work over here has been pretty stagnant, but that ends today. Ow. I have, for the better part of the last couple of months, been chipping away at the Capitol building over here. Here is the inside. I believe this has never been shown on camera before. The inside here. Got a bunch of different stuff. I got an office in here. Will's office. I got a kitchen. I figured, you know, might as well have a kitchen. I guess I probably like food. Kitchen actually leads down here to the bottom of the mountain. Over by the front desk, you might have saw the map right there. This room is pretty bare. I intend to have attractions and stuff and maybe paintings up here representing some different parts of the world, but I just haven't gotten there yet. And it'll probably take a little bit of time to get them ported over into a usable function in Minecraft, so it is what it is. But I will show you this over here because I guess it's important. That's how this looks. That's the overhead that is going to be over top this. I think there will be a chandelier here at some point, like with end rods. It's just a matter of collecting them. And then over in this door, you can see the stairwell to get upstairs in a stairwell, because they're stairs, you know? I'm gonna shut up and just go up here and show you this, which is very, very unfinished. We'll actually be working on this in a second. Just, you know, bear with me. On the other side of that wall, though, this is finished. That's where this balcony over here leads, of course. And the other side is roughly the same. Obviously, nothing is close to being finished up here, so I want to make some substantial progress on the rest of the mansion. Or not mansion, Capitol building. Imagine this when this is done. This is gonna look so cool. I love it. I love it. Shut up. Oh yeah, and I feel like this is vital information. Originally over here on the front of the building, this was glass. You might have actually saw it at the beginning of the video. I have since then changed it to concrete because it doesn't really work for the inside to be as cozy and stuff as I want it to be. And I think this looks cool having almost like a diamond and an emerald. And of course, I have like colors here, so blue and green is what we do. So this makes sense. I apologize if my brain is like crazy right now. This has been the worst week of my life. I am in so much pain. I gotta get my wisdom teeth out tomorrow. I don't play Minecraft. So I'm trying to just get stuff done before I'm in bed for 2 days. Well, let's be real though. I'll probably still be playing Minecraft. Alright, after gathering so many materials that my eyes can't see, I think I am ready to try and tackle this job. I think that is what we'll work with for now. This side can be called done, at least for the moment, except for over here. We can smooth the transition out a little bit, and there will be lanterns hanging down, so we can put torches there for now. Now we basically have to take all of this and translate it to this side over here using blue instead of green. There's a hole in my roof. That's good. But we're going to do that part in a time lapse instead. So wish me luck. I have been quite the busy beaver. Look at this. I really, really like this dining room area thing. We got some really fancy chairs using the shelves and stuff, which I think is really cool. Decided to put a painting up. If I end up doing the custom painting stuff, I'll probably change that to a custom painting, but who knows? And yeah, we got some tables here using the shelves as well. Kind of just experimenting with some stuff. And then also this side room here, which I don't know what I'm going to do with yet, but it exists, you know? Now, while I was doing that, I decided to take the liberty to decorate a little bit over here as well. So we got another flower pot, and we kind of can just look around here. Looking pretty cool and sweet. These offices are still very unfinished, but, you know, you don't have to look at them, so just don't. But yeah, I like this room a lot. And, but yeah, I like these rooms a lot, and I think that means the basic layout of the interior up here, without all of the extra details added in, is finished. Just a year late. Just a year late. I've been doing this for a year. Now, it doesn't mean that this area is completely finished. Of course, we still have down here, which will be something at some point, you guys know. And we still have all of these materials in here that we can keep using. But when the Capitol building is officially 100% finished, I will definitely be showing you, because I have some plans for this. I think it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be like a museum down here. But that means we can go home. Hello, horse. Welcome to the Shield Sanctuary. This is a place where I can add viewers who comment on videos and shout them out in kind of a way in my world. You get it? So now this is our new updated list. I've added this guy is out there who left several nice comments, Stonevania, which is the server that I'm a part of, and our fan official, which also left a bunch of nice comments. So thank you for the support, of course, and welcome to the Shield Sanctuary. And remember, the only rule is that you can't ask. Now back to the video! Alright, now we gotta figure out how to tackle this desert. I have a bunch of grass and some extra storage as well, but I really kind of want this whole area to not be desert anymore. At least to maybe about there somewhere. I don't think I'll need anything farther than that, at least for a long time. Yeah, I want to definitely play with the terrain around here and give it some custom feel, but to do that, we got to get rid of this. So I think we're going to take it down to this level here, which is level 68. So I think that means I'm going to have to basically just turn all of this into really flat land. For you, this will be very short. For me, it will take a long time. And then that's what we have to do. So I'm definitely going to time lapse it, and hopefully, you know, I'll eventually get done with this. Are you ready for the reveal? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's kind of underdramatic. I ran out of dirt, and it's all been replaced with sand. But realistically speaking, there'll probably be a road here and going out this way anyways, so I'm not too worried about the lack of stuff over here. It just isn't filled in yet. But I have so much more land over this way, and I flattened out a way over here. So now this is all connected, and it will be even more so later. You might have noticed I kept this little part of the desert over here, and that's just because I have a camel that lives over in this part, big horse, and I didn't want to take away his little home that I built. So, but everything else has to go, and yeah, kind of feels like the world just cuts off there. But now I have so much space to work with in my world. I have this over here, and then I want to fill in over the last remaining bits over in this direction, and then right over here there's gonna hopefully be some more cool stuff. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do this year, and I'm very excited about it. But I think that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it to this part of the video. I'd really appreciate a subscription or a like, whatever you can muster up. It supports me directly, and it's the best way to help small channels like this. So thank you very much again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!